All right, welcome back to Jammin' Sports, everybody, as we're going to wrap up our evening doubleheader here today. We stay in the NFC Central. It'll be the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota comes out with a 9-3 record. They are currently in first place in the NFC Central. Now, Tampa Bay won earlier today. The Bucs are 9-4. Minnesota has to win to keep a one-game lead on the Buccaneers in the NFC Central. Detroit comes in at 4-8. If Detroit loses this game today, they are mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. However, if they win, they keep their slim playoff hopes alive. So a lot to play for here for both teams. Let's head out to U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. By the way, Evil Dead is now 174, 26 games up. And I haven't got his pick on this one yet, but I'm sure he'll take the Vikings. If you're watching this on YouTube, please follow, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Let's head out to Minnesota for this one. Lions, Vikings here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome into U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's the Lions and the Vikings. And welcome in to another NFL broadcast here at Jammin' Sports. Detroit at 4-8, Minnesota at 9-3. Vikings trying to keep their one-game lead in the NFC Central. Detroit trying to stave off elimination from the playoffs. Detroit will get the ball first. We're underway, live from Minneapolis. It'll be fielded by Neal at the goal line. Dylan Neal brings it out over the 20. And out to the 25-yard line. And that's where Detroit will have it, 1st and 10. Lions led by their starting quarterback, Taylor Lane Dickerson, in his 3rd year out of Wake Forest. First and 10. Lions will start from their own 25. It's a bit cold outside, but it's warm inside. Outside here in Minneapolis, it's a bone-chilling 21 degrees, but inside, toasty warm at 72. Dickerson in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Dickerson to Jameson up the middle. And Carter Jameson, the rookie, gets a couple of yards. Here's the Lions offense. Up front, Perry, Dixon, Harris, Maddox, and Minor. And then it's Neal, Brown, Jameson, Adams, and Tomlin. 2nd and 6 for Detroit. From their own 29. Just underway. Live from U.S. Bank Stadium. Lions come out in the eye. Dickerson, play action. Gets hit as he throws, but Adams manages to make the catch out to the 46-yard line. The tight end, Kyle Adams, in his 5th year out of UCLA. And that's a gain of 17 yards and a Detroit first down. Jim Florence, the linebacker, making the tackle. Number 50 for Minnesota in his 6th year out of Wake Forest. Still waiting for Evil Dead to make his appearance in the room, to make his pick. First and 10, Detroit now. Misty's got Detroit by 5. Yeah, the purple team's playing. All right, purple team by 5, she said. Jamison gets hit in the backfield by Spindler. Mark Spindler in the 13th year out of Purdue. It's going to be a loss of a yard to be 2nd and 11 for the Lions. Opening drive of the ball game. It'll be 2nd and 11 for Detroit. They'll have it at their own 45. 6:40 and counting here in the first quarter. Lions come out. 4 receivers set wide. Dickerson under center. Dickerson pitches to Jamison around the outside, and Carter Jamison goes down at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Let's take a look at the Detroit offense. How about the Minnesota defense? They play a 4-3. Spindler, Mason, James, and Callaway up front. Linebackers, Clemens, Martin, and Florence. And now the secondary. Bell, Monroe, Burnside, and Woodson. Evil Dead's taking the Vikings in this one. I kind of thought he would. So's Misty. It'll be 3rd and 10 for Detroit now at their own 45. Opening drive of the ball game. 4 receivers set wide. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson back. Throws down the middle. Caught by Fletcher. And Trey Fletcher all the way down to the Viking 34-yard line. A 21-yard gain to Trey Fletcher, the 4th-year receiver out of Texas State. And that'll be a Lions first down. Montel Monroe on the tackle, the 7th-year safety out of Florida State. It'll be a first down for Detroit here on the opening drive of the game. 1st and 10. Detroit, 4 receivers wide. Dickerson in the shotgun. Adams in motion. Dickerson hands off to Jamison up the middle. And Carter Jamison out to the 28-yard line. The rookie out of Oregon State. A gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. The linebackers, Stan King on the tackle in his 2nd year out of Tennessee. I'm pretty sure these two teams played earlier in the year. And I think it wasn't too long ago either. On 2nd and 4, this time it's Nathan Brown all the way down to the 20-yard line. A gain of 8 for Detroit and a first down. Nathan Brown in his 3rd year out of Cornell. I guess it wasn't recently. We'll go back and take a look. 1st and 10 Lions now at the Viking 20-yard line. Detroit trying to score here on the opening drive. I think we had an injury timeout. 4:57 left here in the first quarter. So far the Lions have held the ball the entire quarter. On 1st and 10, 3 receivers to the far side. Dickerson back. Throws. Caught by Adams. He's going to be tackled down the 18. A gain of 2. It'll bring up 2nd and 8. Ty Martin on the tackle, number 55. The 5th-year linebacker out of Tennessee. It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Lions at the 18-yard line. As we watch the replay. Still looking for the previous game between these two. Second and 8 from the 18. 4 receivers wide for the Lions. Dickerson in the shotgun. And somebody jumped. The Vikings jumped. I think it was number 94, Mark Spindler.
Encroachment, defense.
That's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Yep, it is Spindler. It'll be 2nd and 3 now at the 13-yard line.
Still 2nd down.
These two teams played back in week 8 Minnesota won that game 26-21 in Detroit. It'll be 2nd and 3 for the Lions at the Viking 13-yard line. Detroit comes out in the eye. Dickerson drops back, throws outside. It's picked off by Alex Woodson. At the goal line, he brings it out to the 3-yard line. They were looking for Dylan Neal, and Alex Woodson, the second-year defensive back out of Miami, picks it off, and Detroit comes up empty on their opening drive. And the Vikings will take over at their own 3. He came down 1 foot out of the end zone. He had to return it. He couldn't touch it down. And now Jay Foster, the second-year quarterback out of Michigan, will come on to lead the offense for Minnesota. We're still scoreless in the first quarter. This will be Minnesota's first possession of the game. 1st and 10 from their own 3-yard line. 4:15 left in the first quarter. U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 14 here at Jammin' Sports. Vikings come out in the eye. Foster under center. Foster to the up back, Simpson. And Simpson gets a few yards out to the 9. Jay Simpson, the third-year fullback out of UNLV. A gain of 6. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Gives the Vikings a little breathing room. Under 4 minutes now left to play here in the first quarter. Vikings come out in the eye. Foster under center. Foster hands off to Carrington, and Max Carrington gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. The rookie out of Rutgers. David Russell on the tackle, the 5th-year defensive end out of Michigan. And that'll bring up 3rd and 4 for Minnesota here. 3:25 and counting in the first quarter. Vikings come out, 4 receivers wide, Foster in the gun. Foster back. Foster throws, and it's knocked down, incomplete. Cody Neal knocks the ball down. The 9th-year linebacker out of Oklahoma State. The intended receiver was Gerald Carnes for the Vikings in his 5th year out of UCLA. It'll be 4th down. Minnesota goes 3 and out. They'll have to punt. So Detroit had a long drive that ended with a pick in the end zone. And now Minnesota goes 3 and out. Zach Young will come on to punt for the Vikings. Young from his end zone gets the punt away. This will be fielded by Fletcher at the 40, over the 45, and out to the 47-yard line. Trey Fletcher on the return. The 4th-year receiver out of Texas State. And now Taylor Lane Dickerson comes back out to lead the Lions offense. Evil Dead's favorite quarterback. 3:09 left to play here in the first quarter. No score. Detroit comes out, 1st and 10. Dickerson under center. Dickerson hands off to Jamison, and Jamison goes down. A 2-yard loss. Mark Spindler on the tackle. We've been calling his name a lot. The 13th-year defensive end out of Purdue, playing his former team today. He used to be with Detroit. He went to Denver for a time, and now he's on the Vikings. A loss of 2 would be 2nd and 12 for Detroit. Under 3 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. Lions come out. Dickerson in the shotgun.
Here we go. Green 39.
Dickerson drops back, looks downfield, and he's going to get sacked back at the 38-yard line. Making the sack, number 91, Cedric James, the 2nd-year defensive tackle out of California. A loss of 7 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and 19 for Detroit. It's been a rough year for the Lions at 4 and 8. If the Lions lose this game, they are mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. If the Lions were to win, they would keep their very slim playoff hopes alive. Very, very slim. 2:20 and counting here in the first quarter. 3rd and 19 for Detroit. 4 receivers wide. Dickerson in the shotgun.
Here we go. 3-19.
Dickerson drops back. Dickerson throws downfield. It's knocked down, incomplete. Broken up by number 40, Dylan Douglas, the third-year defensive back out of Colorado. It'll be 4th down, and the Lions are going to have to punt. Nice defensive stand by Minnesota. Fourth and 19, 2:05 left to play here in the first quarter. Brantley Miller, the rookie out of Stanford, back to punt, gets the punt away. Fielded by Carnes at the 10, over the 20. And Gerald Carnes out to the 24-yard line. And that's where the Vikings will have it, 1st and 10. Jay Foster comes back out to lead the Viking offense. .157 left to play here in the first quarter. Vikings will get it for the second time. They went 3 and out on their first drive. They'll have it now at their own 24. Vikings come out. Foster under center.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Foster hands off to Carrington, and Max Carrington makes his way out to the 31-yard line, a gain of 7. Make it a gain of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2. The rookie out of Rutgers, Max Carrington. First down, Vikings. .140 and counting here in the first quarter. Vikings come out on 2nd and 2. Jay Foster, the quarterback, under center.
All right, here we go. Green.
Foster fakes the handoff, looks downfield, throws. Caught by Underwood, no. Broken up by number 56, Caden Farrell, the second-year linebacker out of Nevada. He timed his hit perfectly to shake that ball loose. Lawson Underwood, the tight end in his 8th year out of Iowa, the intended receiver. It'll be 3rd and 2. Vikings now at the 31. They come out in the eye.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Foster to the up back, Simpson. A flag is down as Simpson picks up about a yard. This may be coming back.
Holding offense.
Holding on the Vikings on Nathan Rolla, the right tackle. They may decline that. Nope, they're going to back him up. No, they declined it. Detroit declined it. It'll be 4th down. They took the down. And the Vikings go 3 and out again. 2 drives for Minnesota, 2 3 and outs. And now Zach Young back to punt for the Vikings. Bobbles it. It's blocked. Detroit blocks it. It's picked up at the 18-yard line. Kevin Riddick picks up the loose football. Who blocked it? Number 36, Benny Blades, comes running in there. The 12th-year safety out of Miami blocks the kick. And now Detroit's going to have the football at the Viking 18-yard line. And now Detroit with a chance to take the lead. A minute 12 left to play here in the first quarter. It'll be 1st and 10 Detroit at the Viking 18-yard line. A golden opportunity for the Detroit Lions to take the lead early in this game. 4 receivers set wide. Dickerson under center.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Dickerson hands off to Jamison, and Carter Jamison down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. The rookie out of Oregon State, Mark Spindler, again on the tackle. Again, we've been calling his name a lot. Under a minute left to play here in the first quarter, no score. But Detroit knocking at the door. 2nd and 6 at the Viking 14. Dickerson in the shotgun on second down. Dickerson back. Dickerson looking. Dickerson still looking. He's got all day. Throws it away. Incomplete. Couldn't find a receiver. And that'll bring up 3rd and 6 at the 14-yard line. 34 seconds left in the first quarter. Vikings would love to hold Detroit to a field goal here. 3rd and 6 at the 14. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson back. Rolls out. Looks downfield. Throws back across to Neal. And Dylan Neal down to the 5. A gain of 9 to Dylan Neal, the 4th-year receiver out of VMI. It'll be 1st and goal Detroit at the Viking 5-yard line. There might be time for one more play as the first quarter clock is winding down. Detroit trying to take advantage of the block punt. 15 seconds. 1st and goal from the 5. Let's see if they get the play off in time. Dickerson in the shotgun. 1st and goal. Takes the snap. Hands off to Jamison, who gets down to the 4. That's the end of the first quarter. No score here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 14 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the second quarter. Lions and Vikings scoreless. But it's 2nd and goal for Detroit at the Minnesota 4-yard line. Detroit has to win or they're mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. Minnesota needs to win to maintain first place in the NFC Central. Tampa Bay nipping at their heels. 2nd and goal from the 4. Dickerson to Jamison up the middle. Touchdown, Detroit. A 4-yard touchdown run by Carter Jamison, the rookie out of Oregon State. And the Lions take a 6-0 lead. The Lions take advantage of the block punt, and they get the touchdown. And now Garrett Brown will come on for the extra point. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Lions lead at 7-0, 7:58 left to play here in the first half. We're live from U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 14 here at Jammin' Sports. The 4-8 Lions, the 9-3 Vikings. Vikings trying to hold on to first place in the NFC Central. If the Vikings lose, they will fall into a first place tie with the Bucks. They'd both be 9-4. And now Garrett Brown will kick off for Detroit. The rookie kicker out of Penn State. Lions up 7-0. There's the kick. This will be fielded by Saxon a yard deep over the 15, 20, 25. And Antonio Saxon out to the 27-yard line. That's where the Vikings will have it, 1st and 10. 7:54 left to play here in the first half. Let's see if Minnesota can retaliate and get back in this game. Misty's purple team is not winning. She calls them the purple team. Their defense is called the Purple People Eaters. They have been for years. 4 receivers set wide. Foster in the shotgun. Foster back. Foster throws. Caught by Carnes. And Gerald Carnes out to the 39-yard line. A gain of 12. The 5th-year receiver out of UCLA, Gerald Carnes. First down, Minnesota. First down, Vikings. Making the tackle, Kerry Starnes, the 8th-year safety out of LSU, the former Giant. First and 10 for the Vikings now at their own 39. Minnesota comes out. Foster under center. Foster to Carrington, and Max Carrington picks up a yard to the 40-yard line. Making a 2-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 8. Cody Neal, the linebacker, on the tackle for Detroit. 7-10 and counting here in the first half. Lions up 7-0. Minnesota comes out. 4 receivers set wide. Foster under center. Joel's back in the house. Hey, Joel. Carrington gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 8. If you missed the game before this, the Bears held on to beat Minnesota by a score of 21-9. Thank you, Joel. And now Detroit leads Minnesota 7-0 here in the second quarter. 3rd and 8. Foster in the gun. Foster back. Foster steps up, throws, and is picked off by Benny Blades at the 48. He may go. They're not going to catch him. Touchdown, Detroit. A 48-yard interception return for touchdown by Benny Blades, the 12th-year safety out of the University of Miami. And Detroit goes up 13-0. This is my 4th and final football game of the day. Yes, Joel. A 48-yard pick six. And the surprising Lions get out to a 13-0 lead. Garrett Brown will kick the extra point. This is a shocker so far. Vikings had the 2nd best record in the NFC. Brown for the extra point. Kick is up. And it's good. Lions lead at 14-0. 6:20 left to play here in the first half. Minnesota in a 2-touchdown hole. Live from US Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 14, you're on Jammin' Sports. As soon as I wrap up this game, I'll get on Discord there. .620 left to play here in the first half. Garrett Brown will kick off for Detroit. There's the kickoff. Fielded by Woodson at the goal line over the 15, 20, 25. Alex Woodson brings it out to the 29-yard line. The 2nd-year defensive back out of Miami. This game should be over at 10 o'clock Eastern time, right around there. Jay Foster comes back out. 6:16 left in the half. 1st and 10 for the Vikings at their own 29, down 14-0. On 1st and 10, 4 receivers wide. Foster in the shotgun. Foster back. Throws. And it's incomplete. He overthrew his receiver. What country am I in? I'm in the United States. I'm in the Nashville, Tennessee area. Don Reese had the coverage there for the Vikings, or for the Lions. Marcus Hawkins was the intended receiver. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Vikings now from their own 29. 6:11 left. I'm in the Nashville area, Nashville, Tennessee. Foster in the shotgun, 2nd and 10. Foster to Carrington. And Carrington gets back to the line of scrimmage. Well, actually, he'll lose a yard. David Russell comes in and makes the tackle, the 5th-year defensive end out of Michigan. It'll be 3rd and 11 for the Vikings. Minnesota started the season 0-2. They've gone 9-1 since. They've won 8 of the last 9. Their only loss being at Chicago. They got blown out in that one. 3rd and 11 for the Vikings, now down 14-0 here in the second quarter. 5:50 and counting until halftime. Big third down for the Vikings. 4 receivers wide. Foster in the shotgun. Foster fakes the handoff. Throws deep. And it's incomplete. He was looking for John Mills. He was well covered by Don Reese, the 8th-year defensive back end of Indiana. It'll be 4th down, and the Vikings will have to punt. Minnesota still does not have a first down, believe it or not. Zach Young back to punt, gets the punt away. Farrakhan at the 22-yard line, making the fair catch, number 86, Trey Fletcher. First down Detroit, they're up 14-0. 5:33 left to play here in the first half. The Lions with a surprising 14-0 lead. First and 10 Detroit. Lions come out, 4 receivers set wide. Dickerson in the shotgun. Adams in motion. Dickerson fakes the handoff, rolls out, throws to Adams, down to the 26-yard line, a gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. Kyle Adams, the 5th-year tight end out of UCLA. Ty Martin on the tackle. Martin, the linebacker, also in his 5th year out of Tennessee. 2nd and 6 for Detroit now at their own 26. We're coming up on 5 minutes left to play here in the second quarter. Dickerson drops back, dumps it off to Banks, and Cedric Banks out to the 34-yard line. A gain of 8, and that'll be a Detroit first down. Jermaine Banks, the rookie tight end out of Buffalo, making the catch. Making the tackle, number 25, Lawrence Burnside, the 2nd-year safety out of BYU. It's another Lion first down. Long-time NFC Central rivals here, Detroit and Minnesota. 1st and 10 for Detroit now at their own 34-yard line. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson hands off to Jamison, and he gets taken down to 31, a loss of 3. Making the tackle, Eric Mason, the 3rd-year defensive tackle out of Maryland. It'll be 2nd and 13. A loss of 3 yards on the play for Detroit. 4:20 in counting. Detroit comes out. Dickerson under center.
Here we go. Green 39.
Dickerson hands off to Brown, and Nathan Brown gets out to the 36, a gain of 5. Clemens on the tackle, Anthony Clemens, the 3rd-year linebacker out of Austin Peay. That'll bring up 3rd and 8. Under 4 minutes to play here in the half. Lions come out, 4 receivers spread wide. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson drops back, throws. It's picked off by Jeremy Bell, and Bell brings it back for the Vikings to the 31-yard line. The 6th-year defensive back out of Alabama, Jeremy Bell, picks it off for Minnesota. And now the Vikings have an opportunity to get on the scoreboard before halftime. He jumped in front of the intended receiver, Dylan Neal, and he brings it back to the 30-yard line. First down Vikings, new life for Minnesota. Let's see if they can capitalize. Minnesota will have it at the Detroit 31-yard line with 3:33 left here in the first half. Let's see if the Vikings can score before halftime. Been kind of a sloppy first half. 4 combined turnovers, 2 for each team. Foster back to throw. Throws downfield, caught by Lawson Underwood. Down to the 11-yard line, a 20-yard gain for the 8th-year tight end out of Iowa, Lawson Underwood. First down, Minnesota. Kerry Starnes on the tackle for Detroit, but it's a Viking first down. Underwood, the big tight end. He's clutch. First and 10, Minnesota at the Lion 11-yard line. Vikings trying to cash in. 4 receivers set wide. Foster under center.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Foster, they pitch to Carrington, and Carrington gets down to the 10, a gain of a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. Dylan Neal making the tackle for Detroit. It'll be 2nd and 9 for the Vikings now at the 10-yard line. Vikings come out in the I. Foster under center.
Here we go. Green 39.
Foster hands off to Carrington, and Carrington gets to the 8, a 2-yard gain. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Gary Pulaski on the tackle, the 7th-year defensive end out of Army. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 7 for the Vikings at the Detroit 8-yard line. Foster takes the snap. Foster looking, rolls out, throws, back to the end zone. Incomplete. He had Rondé James in the back of the end zone. He couldn't hold on. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down, and that's on James. He should have caught that. Hit him right in the hands. This will be a field goal attempt by Randy Lloyd from 25 yards to get Minnesota on the board. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. We hit the 2-minute warning. Detroit up 14-3 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. We're at the 2-minute warning here in the first half. The Vikings have just kicked a field goal. Detroit leads it now 14-3. The Vikings will kick off. Detroit at 4-8, Minnesota at 9-3. This would be a major upset. Unless the Vikings can come back. We still have a lot of football to play here. Our 4th game of the day. Tampa Bay beat Atlanta. Cincinnati beat Pittsburgh. Chicago beat Green Bay. Those were the 3 earlier games. Those 3 games in the video section, and those 3 games are also on YouTube right now. Here's the kick. Fielded by Neal at the goal line over the 20, 25, and Dylan Neal out to the 26-yard line. And that's where Detroit will have it, 1st and 10. 1:56 left to play here in the half. Detroit has 3 timeouts. They might be able to score again before halftime. 1:56 left to play here in the first half. First and 10 Lions at the 26-yard line. Detroit comes out. 4 receivers set wide. Dickerson in the shotgun, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Dickerson drops back, looks downfield, throws. Caught by Tomlin all the way down to the 42-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 16 yards to David Tomlin, the 8th-year receiver out of Army. And that'll be a Lions first down. Dylan Douglas on the tackle the third-year defensive back out of Colorado. First down, Detroit. The clock is running. He did not quite get out of bounds. His knee came down in bounds. 1:35 and counting. Lions come out, 1st and 10. 5 receivers wide, empty backfield for Dickerson.
Here we go. 3-19.
Dickerson drops back, steps up, throws outside to Tomlin. Into Viking territory, down the sideline. David Tomlin all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain. David Tomlin all the way down to the Minnesota 28-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Lions. They finally bring him down. It's a big game for Detroit. And now the Lions are in field goal range. Lions lead by 11. They can make it a 14-point lead. They can also make it a 2-possession lead if they get a touchdown here. Lions take a timeout. Well, they're already up by 2 possessions. What am I talking about?
Timeout offense.
If they were to get a touchdown, they'd make it a 3-possession game. They'd be up by 18. 1st and 10 Detroit at the Viking 28, 1:01 remaining. The Lions took a timeout. They have 2 left here in the first half. This first half has been quite the surprise. I wasn't expecting Detroit to dominate like they have. 1st and 10 from the Viking 28. Lions come out. 4 receivers spread wide. Dickerson in the shotgun.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Dickerson drops back, steps up, flag is down, he gets sacked. Coming in to make the sack, Mark Spindler. Let's sort out the flag.
Holding offense.
I think the Vikings will decline and take the down. It'll be a loss of 7. It'll be 2nd and 17 back at the 35-yard line. That pretty much pushes Detroit out of field goal range at the moment. The Vikings decline the penalty. They want the sack. Lions come out, 4 receivers wide. Dickerson in the shotgun.
Here we go.
Dickerson drops back, throws, caught by Fletcher, down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. Lions take a timeout, 53 seconds left here in the first half. Now it would be a 46-yard field goal attempt. It'll be 3rd and 11 for Detroit at the Viking 29, 53 seconds left here in the half. Lions lead at 14-3. A surprising turn of events. I really thought Minnesota would blow them out. On 3rd and 11, 4 receivers wide. Dickerson in the shotgun.
Here we go.
Dickerson drops back, looks downfield, throws deep. It's incomplete. He overthrew his receiver. That'll bring up 4th down. And Garrett Brown, the rookie kicker out of Penn State, will come on. This will be a 46-yard field goal attempt to put the Lions back up by 14. So Garrett Brown from 46. Snap, kick is up. And the kick is no good. He missed it wide right. He missed the field goal. It remains a 14-3 ball game in favor of Detroit. He missed it wide right. And now Minnesota will take over, still down by 11. Not a whole lot of time left in the half. Let's see what the Vikings can do here. They'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line. 44 seconds left here in the first half. The Vikings still have 3 timeouts. Let's see if Minnesota can get something going in just 44 seconds. Vikings come out, 4 receivers wide, 3 to the near side.
Here we go. Green 39.
Foster in the shotgun. Foster, low snap, hands off to Carrington. And Carrington doesn't get much. A 2-yard gain out to the 38-yard line. Minnesota takes a timeout. It'll be 2nd and 8. Cody Neal on the tackle for Detroit. Kind of scratched my head on that call. 40 seconds left. We're at U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. In the waning minutes of the first half, Detroit leads it 14-3. And now the Vikings come out, 2nd and 8. 5 receivers set wide.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Foster in the shotgun. Foster back, throws, dumps it off to Carnes. And Gerald Carnes out to the 50-yard line, a gain of 12. First down Vikings. They take a timeout. They have one left with 34 seconds left in the half. If Minnesota can kick a field goal, they'll make it a one-possession game going into halftime. So the Vikings have one timeout left. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line. 34 seconds left in the half. Vikings come out. Foster in the shotgun.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Foster backs up, and he gets sacked back at the 44-yard line. That's going to be a loss of 6. It'll be 2nd and 16. The Vikings have to get back. 22 seconds left. 2nd and 16 from their own 44. Foster back, throws outside, caught by Mills. He gets out of bounds at the 46. A gain of just 2. Don Reese make the tackle, number 28. The defensive back in his 8th year out of Indiana. 3rd and 14 for the Vikings now. Making the catch, John Mills, the rookie out of UNLV. Well, the Vikings are going to have to try to throw it about 20 or so yards to get in the field goal range. They do have one timeout left. 3rd and 14. 4 receivers set wide. Foster in the shotgun.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Foster draws back. Foster throws outside, caught by Underwood, rolls out of bounds at the 49. That'll be a gain of 5. It'll be 4th and 9 with 9 seconds left here in the first half. Well shy of the first down. Minnesota will have to punt. Zach Young will come on to punt. The 6th-year punter out of Texas A&M. Young gets the punt away. Off the side of his foot. It's out of bounds at the 29. Just a 20-yard punt. 5 seconds remain in the half. Detroit will get the ball 1st and 10 at their own 29. Detroit might just take a knee, go to halftime. They're up 14-3. And the Lions have played a pretty good first half against a very good Vikings team. Let's see what Detroit chooses to do here. They're going to take a knee and go to halftime. Dickerson takes a knee. And we go to halftime. Halftime score, Detroit 14, Minnesota 3, here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 14 here at Jammin' Sports. The Lions lead the Vikings 14-3 as we start the third quarter. A major upset in the making. unless the Vikings can come back. We still have a whole half of football to go, and Minnesota will get the ball first to start the second half. Garrett Brown will kick off for Detroit. And there's the kickoff. This will be fielded by Carnes at the goal line over the 10, 15, 20, 25. And Gerald Carnes brings it back to the 27-yard line. The fifth-year receiver out of UCLA. And now Jay Foster, the second-year quarterback out of Michigan, will lead the Vikings offense back out onto the field. 1st and 10 as we start the second half. Detroit up 14-3. Minnesota only has 66 yards of total offense in the first half. They have not played well so far today. Let's hope they made some halftime adjustments. Vikings come out in the eye. Foster under center. Foster hands off to Carrington. Carrington breaks through. A big gain by Carrington down to the 47-yard line. A 20-yard run by Max Carrington, the rookie out of Rutgers. 20 yards, then a Viking first down. As Max Carrington comes out with it. Vikings come out. 1st and 10 from their own 47. Four receivers wide for the Vikings. Foster in the shotgun. Foster hands off to Carrington up the middle, and Carrington gets out to the 50-yard line. That'll be a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. On the tackle, number 93, Jerry Ball, the 11th-year defensive tackle out of Nebraska. It'll be 2nd and 7 for Minnesota at midfield. The Vikings trying to get back in this game. They're down 14-3. Down by 2 possessions. 4 receivers set wide. Foster in the gun. Foster to Carrington around the outside. And Carrington gets out to the 45. A gain of 6. It'll be 3rd and 1. Cam Favors on the tackle, the 7th-year linebacker out of Texas. It'll be 3rd and 1 for the 45. Big third down for Minnesota. Vikings come out in the offset eye. Foster to Hill. He gets the first down. Jake Hill all the way down to the 32-yard line. The 3rd-year back out of Buffalo. A gain of 13 and a Vikings first down. Finally making the tackle downfield, number 56, Caden Farrell, the 2nd-year linebacker out of Nevada. First down, Minnesota now, as they're deep into Detroit territory. Lions lead at 14-3 here in the 3rd quarter. 6:10 and counting. Minnesota from the Lion 32-yard line. Foster under center this time, 4 receivers wide. Foster to Hill, and Jake Hill makes his way down to the 27, a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Cam Favors on the tackle. The 7th-year linebacker out of Texas. 2nd and 5 for the Vikings at the 27-yard line. Vikings come out, 4 receivers wide. Foster in the shotgun. Foster to Hill, and Jake Hill, another first down inside the 10, all the way down to the 5. A 22-yard run by Jake Hill. It'll be 1st and goal, Minnesota at the Detroit 5. Vikings trying to get back in the game. They're down by 11, 14-3. They now have it 1st and goal at the Detroit 5. Kerry Starnes on the tackle for Detroit. 1st and goal from the 5. Vikings come out. This time Foster under center. Foster, 3-step drop. Going to step up, rolls out, And Foster throws, dumps it off to Mills. Touchdown, Vikings. A 5-yard touchdown catch by John Mills, the rookie out of UNLV. A well-designed play as Foster rolled out to draw the defensive backs towards him, and then at the last second flips it to Mills for the touchdown. He made it look like he was going to run, and then at the last second flips it to Mills. And now the Vikings are going to go for 2 to make it a 3-point game. 14-9 Detroit. 4 receivers set wide. Foster under center. Foster looking. Foster rolls out. Foster will take it himself. The 2-point conversion is good. And the Lions' lead is now 3. As Foster goes to the locker room. Detroit 14, Minnesota 11. A 3-point lead now for Detroit. On the 2-point conversion, he just took it himself. 4:56 left to play here in the third quarter. Detroit now just up by 3, and they'll get the ball for the first time here in the second half. Taylor Lane Dickerson warming up. U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota, week number 14 here at Jammin' Sports. And now Garrett Brown will kick off. This will be fielded by Neal at the goal line over the 10, 15, 20. And Dylan Neal brings it out to the 23-yard line. And that's where Detroit will have it, 1st and 10. Taylor Lane Dickerson will lead the offense for Detroit, up by 3. 4:53 left here in the third. See if the Lions can strike back or if the Viking defense can make a stop. First and 10 from the 23. Lions come out, 4 receivers wide. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson to Jamison, and Jamison picks up a yard, actually lost a yard, back to the 22-yard line. Eric Mason came in and made the tackle, the third-year defensive tackle out of Maryland. Loss of a yard to be 2nd and 11. It was actually Stan King who made the tackle, along with Mason. The second-year linebacker out of Tennessee. 4:35 and counting here in the third quarter. 2nd and 11 for Detroit. Lions come out, 4 receivers wide. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson to Jamison around the outside, and Jamison gets out to the 25, a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 8. Mark Spindler, the defensive end, on the tackle for the Vikings. 4 minutes, 10 seconds left here in the third quarter. Third down, Detroit. 4 receivers spread wide. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson back. He's looking. He throws. It's caught by Tomlin. David Tomlin out to the 39. A gain of 14 yards and a Lions first down. The 8th-year receiver out of Army, David Tomlin. Stan King made the tackle. First down, Detroit, as they move those chains. It's actually Jeremy Bell who made the final tackle. Lions now from their own 39-yard line. Dickerson under center. Dickerson to Brown, and Brown makes a move, gets down the sideline. He's gone. He may go all the way. Touchdown. 61 yards. Nathan Brown, the third-year back out of Cornell. A 61-yard run down the sideline. And Detroit increases their lead now to 9 as they're up 20-11. They made it a 2-possession game. Some poor tackling by Minnesota right here. Montel Monroe right here totally whiffs. Mason can't bring him down. And once he's got the open field, Nathan Brown is gone. Touchdown, Detroit. 3:20 left here in the third quarter. Garrett Brown for the extra point to put the Lions up by 10. Snap, kick is up. And the kick is good. Lions lead at 21-11. 3:20 left here in the third quarter. We're live from US Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 14 here at Jammin' Sports. Detroit up by 10, 21-11. 3:20 left to play in the third quarter. Still plenty of time for the Vikings to come back. But the Vikings need another drive like the one they just had. It's their defense that needs to make stops now on defense. Garrett Brown will kick off for Detroit. And this will be fielded by Saxon at the 2-yard line over the 15, 20, 25. And Antonio Saxon out to the 30-yard line. First down, Vikings with 3:15 left. We'll take a look who they play next week. Detroit next week will be at Seattle. Minnesota next week will be at Green Bay. First and 10. Chicago takes on Pittsburgh next week. First and 10, 4 receivers set wide. Foster in the shotgun.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green.
Foster. Play action. Foster rolls out. Foster makes his way out to the 31-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain. Cody Neal, the linebacker, brings him down. A 2-yard gain officially. It'll be 2nd and 8. Under 3 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. .250 and counting. Foster in the shotgun.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line.
Foster to Carrington, and Carrington gets nailed for a loss. Actually gets out to the 33, gain of 2. Kerry Starnes on the tackle, the safety, comes up and makes the hit. It'll be 3rd and 7 for Minnesota at their own 33-yard line. 2:25 and counting here in the third quarter. Vikings come out. This is a big third down. 4 receivers set wide. Foster in the gun.
Set. 319. 319.
Foster drops back. Throws. Incomplete. He had Lawson Underwood open. Just missed him. It'll be 4th down. And the Vikings are going to have to punt. This has not been a good game for Minnesota. Zach Young will come in to punt. As Young will get the punt away. Fielded by Fletcher at the 19 over the 30. And Trey Fletcher out over the 40. Fletcher all the way out to the 45-yard line. And that's where the Lions will take over. Great field position. Already up by 10 with 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. First and 10 Lions at their own 45. If the Vikings are going to get back in this, the Vikings need a turnover in the worst way. As Detroit is kind of dominating this game. They are so on the scoreboard, 21-11. Lions come out. 4 receivers wide. Dickerson in the shotgun.
Let's go.
Dickerson drops back. Looks downfield. Throws. Caught by Tomlin. And David Tomlin out to the 31-yard line. A 24-yard gain by David Tomlin. And a Detroit first down. Making the tackle, number 25. Lawrence Burnside, the second-year safety out of BYU. First down, Detroit. Dylan Douglas makes the tackle. Lions keep driving down the field. The Vikings defense, they really need to get a stop. A minute 35 and counting here in the third quarter. Detroit comes out. Dickerson under center. Dickerson, play action, looks downfield. Dickerson gets sacked back at the 41-yard line. A loss of 9 yards on the play. Making the sack, number 91, Cedric James, the second-year defensive tackle out of California. And that'll back it up. It'll be 2nd and 19 for the Lions. As we watch the replay again. A minute 10 and counting here in the third. 2nd and 19 for Detroit. At the Viking 41. 4 receivers set wide. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson to Jamison. And Jamison gets a loss of a yard. Stan King, the linebacker, comes up and makes the hit. It's going to bring up 3rd and 20. That's what the Vikings need more of, plays like that. 42 seconds left here in the third quarter. Clock is running. 3rd and 20 for the Lions at the Viking 42-yard line. End of the quarter coming up. Dickerson in the shotgun, back to throw. Steps up, rolls out. Being chased, he gets sacked by Mark Spindler back at the 49. And that's going to be a loss of 9 more. It'll be 4th and 28. And that definitely takes Detroit out of field goal range. And now the Lions are going to have to punt. Brantley Miller, the rookie out of Stanford, will come in to punt as the third quarter clock is winding down. They should get the punt off in time. Miller gets the punt away. Off the side of his foot. It's out of bounds at the 16. 1 second left here in the third quarter. 1st and 10 Vikings at their own 16-yard line. Minnesota still down by 10. With a quarter and 1 second left. Can the Vikings get back in this? Can they tie it up? Possibly force overtime? Maybe score 2 touchdowns? Take the lead? We'll see. The Vikings come out in the I formation. This will be the last play of the third quarter. Foster to Carrington. And Carrington gets a yard. That's the end of the third quarter. Lions up 21-11 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week number 14. The 4-8 Lions, the 9-3 Vikings, but the Lions are up by 10, 21-11 as we start the fourth quarter. It's going to be a big quarter for the Vikings if they want to come back. It'll be 2nd and 9 from the 17-yard line. Vikings with the ball. 4 receivers wide. Jay Foster, the quarterback, in the shotgun. Foster back. Foster throws. Incomplete. He overthrew his receiver. He was looking for Rondé James, their first-round draft pick out of Arizona. James has yet to catch a pass today. It'll be 3rd and 9 for the Vikings at their own 17. They've got to convert. They've got to get something going. 4 receivers wide. Foster in the gun. Foster drops back, steps up, in trouble, throws, and he got hit as he threw, incomplete. And that's going to bring up 4th down. The Vikings go 3 and out in the most inopportune time. And they'll have to punt. Back to punt, Zach Young. And Young gets the punt away. Fielded by Fletcher at the 33-yard line, and Fletcher brings it out to the Detroit 49. Detroit will have great field position, already up by 10 at their own 49-yard line. 7:44 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Detroit trying to get the upset. If the Vikings lose, they fall into a first-place tie with Tampa Bay. They'd both be 9-4. With Chicago nipping at their heels, 2 games back at 7-6 with 3 games to go. 3 receivers off to the far side.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Dickerson back. Throws. Adams can't hold on. Incomplete. Broken up by the linebacker, Ty Martin. That'll stop the clock. 7:40 left. It'll be 2nd and 10. Seven minutes, 40 seconds left to play. Dickerson in the shotgun on 2nd and 10. He'll hand off to Jamison up the middle. And Carter Jamison makes his way to the 46 of the Vikings. That's a gain of 5. Make it a gain of 4. It'll be 3rd and 6. Ty Martin on the tackle again. Vikings really need to get a stop here. 3rd and 6. Lions have it at the Viking 46-yard line. 4 receivers wide. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson back. Throws. It's nearly picked off. Ty Martin knocks it down. He should have had the pick. It'll be 4th down. The Lions are going to have to punt. He would have returned that for a bunch of yardage had he held on. It'll be 4th down. Detroit will punt. Brantley Miller will come on. The rookie out of Stanford. Miller gets the punt away. Well, that's off the side of his foot. It goes out of bounds at the 31. That's a 15-yard punt by Brantley Miller. Wow. And now the Vikings take over at their own 31-yard line, down by 10. They still have time. 7:04 left. But they've got to hurry. They've got to get at least a touchdown and a field goal here. 2 touchdowns would be preferable. They've got to get the first one quickly so they have time for the second. Vikings will start at their own 31-yard line. 7:04 left to play. Vikings come out. 4 receivers set wide. Foster in the shotgun. Foster back. Foster looking. Steps up. Throws. He short-hopped it. Incomplete. That'll stop the clock. 6:59 left. It'll be 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, 3 receivers to the near side. Foster in the shotgun. Foster back. Throws down the middle. Caught by Mills to the Detroit 46-yard line. A 23-yard catch by John Mills, the rookie out of UNLV, and that'll be a Viking first down. Vikings on the move. They can make it a 1-possession game with a touchdown. Even a field goal makes it a 1-possession game. 6:40 and counting. Vikings now from the Detroit 46. 4 receivers set wide. Foster in the gun.
Let's go. Blue line it. Blue line it.
Foster drops back, rolls out, gets sacked back at the 47-yard line. David Russell on the sack, a loss of 7. The 5th-year defensive end out of Michigan. It'll be 2nd and 17 for Minnesota, back at their own 47-yard line. The Vikings didn't need that. There's still time, but they got to hurry. 6:12 and counting. Vikings down by 10. It'll be 2nd and 17. Foster in the shotgun with a back on either side. Foster back. Throws downfield, caught by Mills. Out to the 37-yard line, a gain of 10. Actually, it's a gain of 16. I'm sorry, it'll be 3rd and 1. At the Detroit 37-yard line. Antonio Chambers on the tackle for Detroit in his 6th year out of Miami. 5:40 and counting. 3rd and 1 for the Vikings now. Big 3rd down. They come out in the eye. Foster under center. Foster to Carrington. Gets the 1st down. Carrington down to the 31. A gain of 6. 1st down Vikings. However, the clock is still moving. 5:20 and counting. Detroit up by 10. 21-11. The Vikings have to score twice. They need to get this first score as soon as possible. .5:15 and counting. 1st and 10. Vikings at the Lion 31-yard line. Vikings come out 4 receivers wide. Foster in the shotgun. Foster back. Foster in trouble. He got hit as he threw. Incomplete. And that'll stop the clock with 5:01 left. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 31-yard line. His throwing arm got bumped as he threw. Incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. 5 receivers set wide on 2nd down. Foster in the shotgun, back to throw. Foster throws, caught by Carrington, out to the 22-yard line. A gain of 9, it'll be 30 inches. The clock ticks under 5 minutes now, 4:48 and counting. Don Reese on the tackle for Detroit. Vikings now at the Lion 22-yard line, 4:40 and counting. They've got to score quickly. On 3rd down, Foster in the gun. Foster hands off to Jake Hill, and Hill makes his way down to the 14, a gain of 8. That'll be a 1st down, Minnesota. Meanwhile, the clock is still moving, 4:19 and counting. They pick up the 1st down. Jake Hill up the middle. Good for 10 yards and a 1st down. 4:15 and counting. 1st and 10 Vikings at the Lion 14-yard line. Vikings in the I formation. Foster to Saxon this time. Antonio Saxon 2 yards down to the 12. It'll be 2nd and 8. Under 4 minutes left. 3:50 and counting. Vikings need to stop piddling around here and score a touchdown. Vikings come out. Foster under center.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Foster to Saxon again up the gut. And Antonio Saxon down to the 7. A gain of 5. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. At the 7-yard line, 3:22 and counting. .312 and counting. This drive has taken a long time. Foster in the shotgun on 3rd down.
Green 39. Green 39.
James in motion. Foster looks, throws, incomplete. Looking for Darren Kell, the tight end, in the end zone. The ball was knocked away by Ashley Morrison, the 4th-year safety out of North Texas. It'll be 4th down. Well, the Vikings are down by 10. They need a field goal anyway, so they'll go ahead and kick the field goal here to make it a 7-point game. Morrison didn't see the ball. He just stuck his hand up. And now Randy Lloyd will come on This will be from 24 yards to make it a 7-point ball game. Kick is up, and it's good. Lions now lead at 21-14, 2:55 left. We're live from U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 14 here at Jammin' Sports. The Vikings have pulled to within 7 with 2:55 left. They don't have to onside kick it, but they're going to have to start using timeouts. They also have the 2-minute warning. The Vikings are going to try to force a 3-and-out on Detroit. They've made it a one-possession game. That's huge. And now Randy Lloyd will kick off. This will be fielded a yard deep by Neal over the 10, 15, 20, 25. And Dylan Neal out to the 26-yard line. First down, Detroit. 2:52 left. Taylor Lane Dickerson comes out. And Dickerson's done a pretty good job today. Evil Dead likes to make fun of him because he throws a lot of picks. I don't remember him throwing an interception today. I hope I didn't jinx him. First and 10 Detroit now from their own 26-yard line. Lions come out, 4 receivers wide. Dickerson under center. Dickerson, play action. He gets hit as he throws. Jim Florence was in his face, incomplete. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. And that does the Vikings a favor by stopping the clock with 2:48 left. Second and 10 for the Lions. At their own 26, 3 receivers to the near side. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson back. Dickerson throws. Incomplete. That stops the clock again. And that'll bring up 3rd and 10, 2:44 left. He was looking for Dylan Neal. He overthrows him on the sideline. 3rd and 10 for the Lions now. 2:44 left. Lions come out. 4 receivers set wide. Dickerson in the shotgun. Dickerson back. Dickerson throws. Incomplete. He had a Viking in his face. The Lions go 3 and out. They throw 3 passes. So that saves the Vikings a lot of time. It'll be 4th down. Still 2:41 left. And the Vikings are going to get the ball back down by a touchdown. Brantley Miller back to punt. Gets the punt away. Fielded by Carnes, who brings it out over the 30 and out to the 46-yard line. The Vikings now with great field position at their own 46, down by a touchdown. A little over 2 minutes left to play, and the Vikings still have all 3 of their timeouts. 2:32 left on the clock. Can the Vikings come back and tie this one up? Force overtime, possibly. The Vikings defense did their job. They forced a 3 and out. And Detroit foolishly passed, stopping the clock 3 consecutive plays. And now the Vikings come out, 4 receivers wide. Foster under center. Foster drops back, throws to the near side, caught by Underwood, out to the 50-yard line, a gain of 4. That'll bring up 2nd and 6. The 8th-year tight end out of Iowa, Lawson Underwood. Kerry Starnes on the tackle. 2:16 and counting. 2-minute warning coming up. The Vikings should be able to get a playoff. 5 receivers set wide on 2nd and 6. Foster back. Foster throws deep down the sideline. He's got a man, James. Oh, it's blocked away. Kerry Starnes knocks it away. 2-minute warning. Lions up 21-14. Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Rondé James, I thought he was going to get his first catch of the day, but Kerry Starnes comes over and knocks it away right before the 2-minute warning. It'll be 3rd and 6 for the Vikings now from midfield. down by 7. Both teams with 3 timeouts. Foster in the shotgun. Foster back. Foster in trouble. Oh, he takes a sack. Back at the 47-yard line, a loss of 3. It's 4th down. It'll be 4th and 9. They got to go for it. They got to get the receivers back. On 4th and 9, Foster back. Foster throws, dumps it off to Carrington, and he fails to get the first down. Cody Neal tackles him at the 49-yard line. Just a gain of 2. It'll be a turnover on downs, and Detroit will take over. Minnesota still has 3 timeouts, though. A lost opportunity by Minnesota. And now Detroit can put this one away. They lead at 21-14. Lions trying to get the upset. Buccaneer fans are rooting for Detroit. 1:39 left. 1st and 10 Lions at their own 49-yard line. This would be a major upset. Lions come out in the offset eye. Dickerson under center. Dickerson hands off to the up back, Leroy Harris. And Harris down to the 44-yard line. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. Jeremy Bell on the tackle. Minnesota takes the timeout. They have 2 left. It'll be 2nd and 3 from the 44-yard line. .135 left on the clock. If the Lions get a first down, this one's over. Minnesota has to force a punt. It'll be 2nd and 3. Lions come out in the offset eye again.
Let's go. 3-19.
Dickerson to Harris again. They give it to the fullback. Out to the 43-yard line, a gain of a yard. It'll bring up 3rd and 2. The Vikings take their second timeout. Leroy Harris, the 9th-year fullback out of Oregon. 1:31 left. A big 3rd down for Detroit. The Vikings have to get a stop here. If Detroit gets the first down, they can run out the clock. It'll be 3rd and 2. Detroit comes out in the offset eye once again. Dickerson hands off to Jamison, and they tackle him short of the first down. He only gets a yard out to the 42. It'll be 4th and 1. The Vikings take a timeout. Making the big stick was Holloway. It'll be 4th and 1. Not Holloway, Callaway, I'm sorry. It was Armani Callaway, the 6th-year defensive end out of Houston, who made the stick. And now the Vikings are going to get one more shot. They won't have any timeouts. They need a touchdown, but at least they have an opportunity. Brantley Miller gets the punt away. And that's going to be out of bounds at the 14. Oh, boy. The Vikings have to go 86 yards in 1:24. They have no timeouts. Jay Foster will have to come out and perform a miracle here. Detroit leads it 21-14, 1:24 left. 1st and 10 for the Vikings at their own 14-yard line. Minnesota comes out. 4 receivers set wide. Foster in the shotgun. They've got to get it downfield. They don't have time. Foster back. Foster looking. Steps up, rolls out. Foster is going to take off. And he gets out to the 23. A gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. 1:11 left. They got to get the receivers back. They're in the hurry up. Coming up on 1 minute left. 1:05. Foster will take the snap. Foster throws outside. Caught by Carnes. He's tackled in bounds at the 27. A gain of 4. That's a first down. 53 seconds. They've got to throw it downfield. Foster will spike it with 48 seconds left. Lions up 21-14. Minnesota has it at their own 27-yard line. They still have to go 73 yards. On 2nd and 10. 4 receivers set wide. 48 seconds left. Foster in the shotgun. Foster draws back. Looks downfield. Foster throws. Dumps it off to Carrington. Carrington makes a move and gets out over the 40, out to the 41. A gain of 14, 35 seconds. 30 seconds. And Foster spikes it with 30 seconds left. The Vikings are now 59 yards away. 2nd and 10 from their own 41-yard line. Trying to tie this one up, send it to overtime. They've got to throw it downfield. 4 receivers set wide. Foster in the shotgun. 30 seconds left. On 2nd and 10, Foster throws deep. Caught by James. Get out of bounds. He does. At the 43-yard line. A gain of 18 yards. Down to the Detroit 43-yard line. Rondé James, the rookie out of Arizona, his first catch of the day. He finally makes a catch. Kerry Starnes puts him out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Now the Vikings have a shot. 24 seconds left. They've got to get closer. They have no timeouts. 24 seconds left. 4 receivers set wide. Foster in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Foster back. Foster throws. Caught by Underwood underneath. Oh, he's tackled in bounds. At the 33, a gain of 10. They got to get up there. It'll be 2nd and inches. 14 seconds. 12 seconds. Foster will spike it with 10 seconds left. They're at the Detroit 33. Now the Vikings' only shot now is to throw to the end zone. A couple of shots at the end zone here from 33 yards out. It'll be 3rd and inches. Foster in the shotgun. Foster looking, throws underneath to Carrington. They're going to run out of time. Detroit's going to win it. They have no timeouts. The time will run out. Your final score. Detroit 21, Minnesota 14. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night, everybody.